What's going on, guys? JPB2 here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. And for today's gameplay, we have an Adventures Pranks versus a Floowandereeze with me as the prankster going first. Now, first of all, if you guys look at my current hand and see the cards in my hand, you guys will notice I have evenly matched in my hand. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, Jay, why do you have this card when you showed us you don't play this in the decklist video that you uploaded previously? Well, the answer to that question is that I do switch around cards in my deck list every now and then, depending on the meta or depending on what deck I face that particular day, more often than not, and how frustrated I am at that current point in the day. Because let's be honest, sometimes you keep losing coin tosses over and over and over. You go on an unfortunate coin toss loss streak, and you want to add in go second card. So that was what happened that day. I was losing coin tosses like crazy, decided to add evenly match because why not? It's a go second card, bursts up the board completely, and you could go into your combo afterwards. Some other days you guys will see me with having more floodgates than not, so I would be running skill drain, anti-spell fragrance, even shadow imprisoning mirror. Sometimes I won't run that because again, those are brick cards. And if I break more often than not, I will even go and switch down to a 40 cards list and go from there. Anyway, so I hope that gives you some insight on how I play my prank kits. And as always, do switch around your cards. Do not stick to a rigid deck list because as meta shifts and as you win or lose coin tosses more or which kind of deck you VS on a daily basis, you need to switch your cards around in your deck list depending on that. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Without further ado, let's get on with today's gameplay. Now, you guys know I am pretty unlucky in ranked matches on my prank kits because more often than not, I will lose my coin toss. And if I even win a coin toss, I will either brick or my opponent will throw a hand trap in my face. And as you guys know, prank is extremely vulnerable to Maxi, Ash Blossom, even Nib, and it cannot make a comeback from those hand traps like other decks do, like Dragon Links or any other combo deck like Ignister. They still can play around a first Ash Blossom, not like Prank is where it just ends. It's a be-all, end-all combo. So go into Meowmoo on my normal summon, activate its graveyard activation, pitch out Pranks, start going into my combo. I'm going to fast forward out my combo. You guys already know the Pranks combo by now. If you guys don't, you guys can watch my tutorial on it, so it's there for you. Now, the thing over here I did differently is that I went into Roxy's in the middle of my combo over going into, I believe, a Dropsies. Because I was preparing to go into a 2-card full combo. That's why you guys saw the pranks pitch in the graveyard, right? Usually you search for your pranks with your doodly-doo, but again, to play it safe, if you start your combo with fancies, which I would suggest you never do that, you start your combo with something aside from fancies, but I did start my combo with fancies because I was trying to be greedy with the play, okay? I was trying to be extremely greedy with the play, and it came to bite me really hard. Turns out, my opponent had DD Crow in his hand. DD Crow will target the pranks in the grave that I just pitched. That means I cannot get my pranks recycle off, nor can I keep going into my combo. So, unfortunate part about that, I have to deal with it. So he gets rid of my pranks, I add the Lamsies back to my hand, and at that point, all I could do is set down my Panday and pass my turn and hope that my Weather Washer allows me to push past my opponent's turn. That's pretty much all I could hope for. No recycle anymore. Without Prank Kids Pranks, I couldn't continue on with my combo, and the reason for setting down Evenly Match right here. So, Evenly Match is a card you can activate from hand if you have no cards on the field. That's the prerequisite to activate Evenly Matched from hand. The reason to set down Evenly Matched right here is to confuse my opponent. Now let's say this guy is one of those people who runs Cosmic Cyclone or Mystical Space Typhoon that targets one specific card, or let's say he's playing some deck that gets one pop in the back row or it's a targeted pop back row, and he might get confused on which card to pop, in which case we get some leeway. So this Evenly Match serves as sort of a bait card. Also, in case he clears out my field, I could still activate Evenly Match, or if he puts a bunch of stuff on the field, goes into battle phase, there is no spell trap or omni negate, and he kills my monster, towards the end of the battle phase, we could activate Evenly Match as well. So that's what I was banking on. So with that, the opponent draws a card, shows me he's playing Floowandereeze. Now, Floowandereeze, it's not dead. Let's be honest. Floo is not dead, okay? Even though this meta is a Despia heavy meta, people still play Floo. And this guy apparently started the most perfect hand. He had the DD Crow plus the Eaglin into the Advent. So he gets his full combo like that. So it resolves. Obviously, we have nothing Maxi being a deck card. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if you guys experienced this yourselves, but apparently, anytime I face off against a Floo player, I will guaranteed have 1 or 2 Maxis in my hand. Deadest card in the game against Floo players, and you always draw into that card versus them. I don't know if it's only me. Let me know in the comment section below. So he goes the Rabina route, sure. He gets the Rabina, chain blocks with Eaglin. Can't do much about it, so we just sit there, twiddle our thumbs, hope that he messes up his combo, which apparently they can because as a Floo player, it's a pretty straightforward linear combo. Now, over here, okay? Let me tell you this. Sometimes, overthinking in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel can lose you the game. Sometimes just playing simply for the sake of playing can outright win you the game. Take this situation for example. This guy is overthinking the play, okay? He did not need to go into stride, but he is specifically going into stride to banish out my Meowmoo in the graveyard. Specifically did the stride play for that. He could have gone into token, but no, he goes into stride to banish out the Meowmoo. Let me tell you why this is an overthinking and this will make him lose the game. Because think about this. We have the Nemesis flag in our hand. I was thinking, my Meowmoo is in the graveyard, I have no pranks, my pranks are banished, I cannot recycle my cards, I don't play plant either, so I did not get a plant pitch in the graveyard. So Meowmoo being in the graveyard is pretty much a done deal. This guy banishing my Meowmoo now means I have a way to go into my full combo. Again, Nemesis cards that I run, they help me recycle face-up banished monsters from my banishment pile. So Meowmoo now is recyclable, hence allowing me to go full combo on my turn. Granted, this guy gives me any leeway to go into my combo on my turn. So he gets the Stry activation as a chain block for his M-Pen, gets the Rabina activation as well, gets those 2 cards bounced in his hand. So those 2 cards will come back into the opponent's hand. That's all good and done. The M-Pen will search for the Dreaming. He's gonna try to go into battle phase to whack out my Roxy's. Obviously, we cannot have that. So I use my Pandemonium first, go into Weather Washer. Now keep in mind guys, if you want to do the play like this, you need to keep your monsters face up defense. Why? Because M-Pen negates any extra deck special summon monsters there are in the face up attack. So need to put that card face up defense. With that, we activate Roxy's and Lances in the grave, burn for 5, banish out Maxi, again useless card, draw into a second evenly, pretty useless. Now I did not instantly activate Weather Washer because I was waiting for him to use his M-Pen to bump into Weather Washer, which he never did. He bumps into the Lamseys. Then he sets down the Dreaming, attempts to pass his turn, towards which we respond with the Weather Washer. This Weather Washer I'm gonna tribute because I have no Meowmoo in the graveyard obviously. Target 2 cards in the graveyard, put them on the field. Now, you do not want to put Doodly-Doo on the field. Again, it's negated. Link Monster because of M-Pen are going to be permanently negated. So, don't want to put that card on the field. Instead, I'm going to put my Prank Kids named monsters on the field, which I can use to go into my second copy of Doodly-Doo and get more materials on the field. So, with that, we go into our draw phase, draw a copy of Rocky. It's a pretty dead card, let's be honest. So with that, I go into my copy of Doodly-Doo. Now, let me know in the comment section below if you guys can see a play in this situation, because I am gonna go ham in this scenario, okay? I was gonna go for a card search lock, I was gonna go for a butler play as well, I was gonna do all kinds of stuff. So, I get my graveyard activation for my Prankest monsters, chain block my Roxy's with Lamseys. Pretty crucial, okay? Keep this in mind, it's a crucial play. You wanna chain block the Roxy's right here, because you want to get the Roxy's banish plus draw. Again, your current hand, my current hand is pretty dead. I'm looking for a way out from this. That's the reason why I'm blocking the Roxy's over the Lamseys. So with that, Roxy's banish out the evenly matched from my hand, draw into a copy of Nib, again a dead card. So I put 2 Dropsies on the field with this play. So with this, I could have gone into Totally Awesome. I needed this guy to pass just then. Totally Awesome comes on the field, and his Dreaming Town would have been negated. Unfortunately, he knows how the play works, so he goes off into his own play. He uses Stry again to banish out Lamseys from my graveyard. Again, a really, really bad play on the opponent's part. So now at this point, he goes into Ryza. Ryza is going to bounce my cards. He gets the Chain Block as well, and Dreaming Town is going to become a Book of Moon for my full field. So all 3 of my monsters, which are not linked, goes into face down defense position. That's okay with me as well. I could still push past this board, okay? That does not affect my gameplay whatsoever. So Stry gets the banish from the Lamseys from my graveyard. I'm okay with that as well. Ryza bounces one of the Dropsies, and he bounces out the DD Crow and sets it on the top of his deck. He wants to draw into that DD Crow. Okay. With that, I activate the Nemesis flag from my hand, recycle out the Meowmoo. First order of business. Have to put this card face up defense. Why? Because I want to activate this card's effect to search for my Corridor. So that's the next order of business. Activate that, search for Corridor. We're going to activate Corridor, recycle out the Lamseys, put it face up attack. Then I'm going to use all the cards that I can utilize for a Link Summon of Goddess. So I used up the flag, the Corridor, plus my Link 2, plus my opponent's Empen, so that my Link monsters are no longer negated and go into my Goddess. With that, since I don't know if you guys understand the concept of Contact Fusion. Contact Fusion means that if you activate a effect, you could just go into the fusion card through the cards in the field. It does not matter if they're face down defense on the field. So since I activated the Thunder effect from my hand, my Colossus is now online. I could go into Colossus over the Fancies. Fancies is a Thunder effect card, so I can tribute this card, go into Colossus, even if this card is face down defense. It's called a Contact Fusion. So I could do that. So with that, I normal out Dropsies, start climbing into my combo again. And looking at this, my opponent just scoops. Because once again, I could have done so much stuff. So with that, that's going to be the end of today's game, guys. If you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, please consider hitting a like button, subbing to my channel for more daily prank and video uploads. And if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule and a link to my Discord will be in the video description stuff for you guys to check out. This is JPBduel signing out for today. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!